The new summon point system is here. Follow these steps and get a free 10th anniversary LR. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are breaking down the brand new summon point system that has been introduced here with the Mercenary Tau banner. These summon points will be given out during Legendary Summon, Dokkan Fest, and Carnival banners throughout the year, starting now with the Dokkan Fest Tau banner. So in this video, we're going to break all this down, everything you need in order to get your points and then exchange them. So let's go ahead, let's jump on in. So as many of you guys remember from the Dokkan Now, they did mention how this, they gave us a brief overview of how this is going to work. Basically, we can get a summon point for doing multis on any multi that allows us to recruit 10 characters or more. You can exchange those points for summon tickets. Those summon tickets can be used to summon for anniversary LRs, such as this group here. We're going to break down the full list here in a second, but just to give you an idea. So the question you're asking is how to get the points. Well, these summon points can be obtained by doing multi-summons with Dragonstones, not tickets, on any specific summon events up to the third multi. Now, the summon events that count are any Dokkan Fest, Legendary Summons, and Carnivals. So that means blue coin banners like the new Peppy Gals banners, or Dragon Ball Heroes, or other type of crossover, since Heroes is no more, will not count. I imagine EZA banners as well will likely also not count, although they have sort of done away with those. But should they ever do one, it would likely not count, I would assume, based on the phrasing here. Now, it only counts up to the third multi, and we can see that here with the Mercenary Tau. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means, you know, for each multi you do on the up to those three multis during the regular Dokkan Fest or legendary banners, these pity banners, first three multis will grant you 30 summon points per multi. So that means you can get up to 90 points from an event like that. The other way to get them is from the first three multis performed on a Dragonstone during a stone period where the text displays a time limit. This is basically like saying, like, stones, you know, when there's a discount, for example, in like an anniversary, or like in Golden Week, New Year's, or the upcoming global download celebration, for example, right? There's always like those multi-summon discounts where the third multi is free, for example. So you would get 90 points for the first three multis before your three multi during that. And then what they've also done is that, you know, once those discounts go away, if you decide to summon back on the banners after the discounts go away, right, you can get another set of 90 from the banners that are available at that time after the discounts go away. We'll talk about whether or not that's a good idea or a bad idea towards the end of the video, but that is what it is. So that means in any given celebration, you get anywhere between 90 and 180 of these. Once you've got enough, you will be able to exchange 300 summon point tickets for a single summon point ticket Dokkan Fest or summon point ticket Carnival at the treasure shop. Now, this is currently not available in the treasure shop. It will become available at a later date, and they do mention that when it does become available, Dokkan Fest release between October 2024 and May 2025 will be on the banner. And for the Carnival side of things, August 2024 to May 2025. Now, obviously, they have to extend the list here because they are also including legendary summon carnivals. Now, I think it specifies August here, because even though I think on in JP it might say, like, I would assume it's June, but it's to include Cellmax, right? Because there's only so many legendary summon cards that they can include. So let's take a look here at the available units, right? So it does mention that the available units can't can and will be updated frequently. So I would imagine that this isn't the final list, but this is the list as of right now, even though it is not available. I imagine in time they will add Tao to the banner, as well as adding whoever comes after him, right? His Part 2 LR, if there is to be one, will likely be added to the celebration. So let's talk about the available let's talk about the units that are going to be available, right? So on these banners, when it becomes available, we can see the Dokkan Fest. If we include everything from October 2024 up till May, we are looking at everyone from AGL Vegeta up to the Golden Week unit. So AGL Vegeta, Slug, Buhan, who just made his first return on Tao's banner, Daima Vegeta, Cell, even though he's not featured here, he would be available. Hit and Blue Kaioken Goku, Daima Goku, and Glorio, and then of course the 10th anniversary LRs would also be listed available here. I know it only shows these guys here, but I mean, if we assume that that's correct, this is what we should see. This is every Dokkan Fest. Now they could throw us a crazy one and put like Universe Tree Goku on here. I doubt that's gonna happen, but you know, I mean, because we don't know what they're doing with heroes, but they could throw him on a banner like this to give you a chance to pick him up, because otherwise I think now that Heroes is gone, there may not be any more chances to get these guys. We'll see, but maybe they could throw him on there as a chance. He did release in November of this period, so he would fit, and he does have a Dokkan event, so hard to say, but I mean, with him not being technically a Dokkan Fest, probably not. On the Carnival side of things, right, it's a lot smaller of a list. Pretty much everyone you see here from the 10th anniversary, right, Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Frieza and Goku, Blue Evolution Vegeta, and Kale and Caulifla, who are shown here. But of course, right, there are more, right? Gotenks should be featured. He was released in December. And then the October Part 2 LR of Gohan and Piccolo, along with Pikkon, who just released. Now, we should also see if they end up updating it to include Mercenary Tao on the Dokkan Fest side, whoever his Part 2 LR should also be included on this banner here, and they will just continue to update it as it becomes available. Now, we don't know when the actual banner is going to become available. My guess is this is something that is likely to replace the thank you, like I'm thinking this is more of like a thank you banner type thing. So we could see this right as early as, if we can find the schedule here, as early as September to October, when they decide to do the revamped when they decide to do the revamped Tanabata celebration, or the Global Dokkan campaign. I could see Global Dokkan campaign would probably be the best place to do it, but maybe people probably haven't built up enough points by then, so it could be something they're planning for release after this, which could be Tanabata and the new thank you celebration. We'll have to see how that plays out exactly. We won't know till we know, but I can tell you right now, if we were to take a look at what is currently available here, this is what we should be looking at for how many points we can get between now and the end of at the end of August, which would be when the new one shows up here. Right, so if we look at the month of June should give us a total of 180 points, assuming you summon on both banners, right? So June would give us 90 from Tao's banner, 90 from the Part 2 banner, whatever that ends up being. Even if it's a rerun banner, as long as it is a yellow coin summon banner, the 90 coins should be available there. And then it'll give you 180 total if you summon on both. And then when July rolls around, July is GDC, right? The Global Download Celebration, set to be on par with the Global Anniversary, which means we can expect 4 LRs during this celebration. So if there are 4 LRs in the celebration, that means 2 banners on each part. So part 1 should give us 90 stones each banner, which means, or 90 points each banner, which means 180 for part 1. And then same thing for part 2, 180 for part 2, meaning 360 total from part 1. That's enough for a whole ticket right there. Then in part 2, when the discounts go away for part 1, you will be able, if you decide to summon back on the part 1 banners, you can get another 180 on from those banners as well. And then again, as we approach part 3 and the discounts go away for part 2, you'll be able to get another 180 stones right there from those. If you decide to do another 3 multis on those beyond the discounts, then that would give you another 360 totaling and 720 points for the month of July, which is the Global Download Celebration. Then in the month of August, right, we get another we'll have another monthly Dokkan Fest, and now this is typically when the Peppy Gals banner comes, so this could be 90 or this could be 180 depending on what they decide to do with this part 2, so just bear that in mind. But for now, let's just assume it follows the same trend as June, and it'll be 90 for part 1, and then for part 2 another 90, which is 180. That puts our total at 1,080 points between 1,080 points between now and August. We don't know when the banner is coming. It could come in July. It could come in September, when it's the Tanabata could be, or I mean, unless they push it back to November timeframe, with the where the thank you celebration typically is, right? But this is just for the next 3 months, right? For the next 3 months, we can get up to 1,080 points. Now remember, the exchange rate is 300, so that's at least 3 tickets. Where is it here? 300 summon points for one of these tickets, right? So, you know, you could easily, with that, right, you could easily get, you know, 2 Dokkan Fests and 1 Carnival, and then use it to summon on the banner. It's unclear at the current moment how many tickets are needed for a summon on the banner. It could just be like 1 ticket equals 1 summon, and then you get a unit. You get 1 unit from here, right? Like it could just be a single summon. We're not really sure. I don't think it doesn't specify that it is a multi, or that you could be performing multis here. So it's possible that this is just for a like a single summon that you can use. And they do mention in the, let's see, where is it? So they do mention that it can be they can be used to recruit featured characters, right? So it seems to imply that it is a guaranteed feature. So like if it's a single summon, you have a chance of getting 1 of the units here when you do it, not necessarily the anniversary LR. So I mean, if you're summoning on each, obviously you're going to stack the deck in your favor, but this is more just so a way, like if you decided to summon on Tau, at least you're getting a return on your investment down the road. I kind of like this. I don't think it necessarily means you should be summoning on every single banner to build the points, because I mean, realistically, if you know, depending on the banners you summon on, right, like if you save for GDC and you summon on that, you're probably going to end up with these guys or these guys by that point. So it's probably more so just to reward people who kind of skipped out and maybe did 3 multis to get you know, someone like Tau or someone like Diamond Vegeta. Now you have a shot at grabbing Cell besides just the red coins when when the banner becomes available. I feel like that's more along the lines of what it's for, although if you were really missing out on the 10th anniversary LRs, it could definitely help your chances of getting them, especially the Carnival LRs, because I know most people spent a lot of their stones here on this rather than on the Carnival LR, so it would give you a chance to pick up some of these guys that people didn't necessarily summon 4. So, guys, that is it for the video. That is the breakdown of the new legendary summon point system. Again, they can be used for Dokkan Fests and legendary summon carnivals. You're getting about 180 per month, depending on the month. Big months like GDC or anniversary, you're talking 720 points with an exchange up to 300 per ticket, allowing you to get some pretty darn good stuff. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know, did you summon for Tao to get some points? Are you excited for this new system? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.